must be seen as desirable to the adherents. So, for instance, if you had a law that was imposed and most people found that law to be immoral or unjust, you would have too many people breaking the law to enforce it consistently. The law would end up having to be changed or revoked or repealed. We can see that with the Volstead Act, the 18th Amendment, prohibition. Just because alcohol was prohibited doesn't mean that people weren't drinking like fishes still. And when it was repealed, when prohibition was repealed, you have senators on the Senate floor chanting, "We want our beer." So if the rest of society doesn't see the law as moral, then the law is not going to be followed. That also brings up another point. Law is not morality. Law and morality are two separate things. Laws are more akin to ethics, are those external rules set by an organization of some sort, a legislature, for instance. All right. So, Durkheim, tongue-in-cheek, poking at the social contract philosophers, asked the question, which came first, morality or society? Obviously, they co-evolved. They had to have. Because, the basic social unit, the family, is a moral unit. And as families extend in terms of kinship ties into clans and tribes and what have you, then these are all moral relationships. So it actually doesn't even make sense to ask the question, what came first, morality or society, is what Durkheim ultimately says. Now, moral obligation can only come from other people. So if you remove society, if you remove the social structure, if you remove the institutions and organizations that make up the social structure of any given society, then morality ends up being weakened severely. We've talked about that already a little bit. But this also comes with an implication. An isolated individual, and I mean a truly isolated individual, completely cut off from society. We're talking like Robinson Crusoe type, all right, can at best only be amoral without morality. They can neither be moral nor immoral in however they behave, because they are alone. Moral codes then become reified. Remember that term, reified, to turn something that is subjective or something that is felt into something that is objective, or something that is an object, something that is material, something that also can be passed down through generations. Moral codes become reified through what Durkheim calls collective representations. Collective representations are any symbols that come to represent a group, like the American flag representing Americans would be one simple example. So the representations of collectives then also become tangible symbols that focus feelings of morality. Now, these can be religious symbols. They can be in terms of civic religion. They can be something of a more civic nature, like I mentioned the American flag a moment ago. It could be in terms of symbols for subcultures that we all participate in. So there's a variety of ways that we end up using these collective representations in terms of morality. And so I think I have blathered on for long enough on Durkheim. I'm going to stop here. More next time.